All I can hear is the sound of us jamming buttons.
No! Go away, Diglett! You'll not take this away from me. Stupid
I think this is going to be it now. I've got one. Let's see if I can win this with 1 HP.
Uh-oh, I think you might.
1 against 4.
No! No!
I won a Pokemon thing for the first time.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I was about to say we're doing a live podcast. It's not exactly broadcast live,
but you can see us this
you can
time.
see us.
And we can see each other, which is handy.
Yeah, is there an audio word for podcast? Or is it still podcast? I don't know.
I don't know. Pass.
Well, we'll make one up at some point.
Audio cast.
Yeah, well here we are, yeah. Well, yeah, how are you?
I'm not too bad. Started, actually released today on day of recording this, new series of hidden gems, kind of old games that may have passed me by, or new ones that haven't had kind of a big fanfare.
Okay.
Just to kind of highlight those, that should all be on the channel as of last week when this is released. So
yeah,
that's that, and yeah, just plodding on as normal.
Yeah, really? I saw that uploaded. I've clicked add to watch later because obviously I've been here, so I haven't had half hour or however long it is to look at it.
Indeed.
So, but yeah, no, that's on my watch later for the next time I get onto YouTube, which is probably tonight, to be honest.
Fair play.
It's weird, the watch later list on YouTube, because whatever you click on, the latest one you clicked is always the first on the list.
Oh, that's annoying.
Which I'm not particularly fond of.
So you've then got to scroll back through.
Yeah, because
where you started clicking watch later.
Because say I've got 12 on there, and I only get time to watch 5, but by the time I next have time, another 5 would have been uploaded, and I can only watch it. So
yeah.
About a week ago, I got through my list, and there was stuff on there from before Let's Go was released, and that was in November. So
Blimey. Wow. Finally
got there. I watched one of your Christmas specials. But I watched it again, because I'd already watched it when it came out, because I thought, I am going to have no time to get onto this.
Let's watch it now.
One of the diehards, I think it was Die Hard 2, I watched twice.
That was a lot
just because it was on the list.
That was much more fun to play, that one.
Yeah. But
Very time crisis.
Really strange, to be honest. In the car park to start with.
Oh, yeah, the first game, yeah.
That looked weird.
It was weird, and it was ridiculously easy, that first level, and then went ridiculously difficult, hence why I only ever made to the second level.
Yeah.
Because once you've killed everyone, then the bomb timer starts, and if you're nowhere near the lift, you're knackered.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because that's how buildings and structures work. They blow up one level, all the ones above it
are perfect. Yeah, perfectly okay.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, with my channel, obviously, I haven't really had any sort of new uploads. I've tried to do archive footage on social media, just go back on some of the old higher viewed videos and keep my name going.
Yeah, so, what's the current situation then? Because obviously, we know there was some technical issues, first with the capture card and then with the laptop, and then...
Yeah, well, the capture card was glitching a fair bit. And I'm going to say it was because of the laptop, because the laptop actually broke down and restarted itself, and we had to reboot the whole system. So I lost stuff that was on the laptop. But I'd only had it a month, so I didn't have much data on there, much stuff to lose.
Did you have video recording stuff on there?
Yeah.
So you've lost that.
Yeah, I've got actual stuff on my camera still.
Oh, okay. So you can just put it back on the laptop.
Yeah, I was actually exporting a video when it crashed the first time. I'd finished my facts video, which is interesting facts, which will one day.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's a series called Get Fact, because and it's just going to be 10 interesting facts. It won't be me on the camera. You'll just be watching footage, and my voiceover will be there, and it's just a good 5-minute. Let's talk about 10 facts that you could find quite interesting.
Cool.
Like one, for example, I haven't used, but one, for example, Mr. Mime can be female.
Mrs. Mime?
Yep, Mr. Mime.
No, Mr. Mime, yeah.
But yeah, no, so that crashed, and my dad helped me reboot it, because he's familiar with computers, and we did it perfectly well, and it was working for about 24 hours. Then I got another notification in the bottom corner saying restart to fixed drive. So I thought, oh god, with the red circle and the X in it. I was like, okay,
doesn't sound good.
So I just clicked on restart, thinking it's never going to work, and it didn't. It did something, and then while it was doing that something, just turned the entire system off, and I pressed on, and then it was just a spinning wheel, and
ouch.
Yeah, I've turned it on since, and it's taken me to the reboot process again. So that is now in. Well, I say that's now. I'm hopefully getting that in the hands of Dell's support system because I've got a warranty on it, and they're only open Monday to Friday 9 to 5. The customer service.
Oh, it's a good job you work Monday to Friday 9 to 5, isn't it?
And in my job, I have to carry a laptop round with me most days, at the very least Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Thursday. So I'm not taking 2 laptops
Double
to work
laptop.
with me. Yeah. So it's either a Monday or a Friday I can call them, but it's very busy at work at the moment, and I haven't got time for it.
No, and I'm presuming they don't appreciate you phoning about your own personal laptop.
No. Well, I rung up once. Well, I contacted the company I got it from first, and they said you need to contact Dell. So I contacted Dell. They said you need this number off the laptop. So I contacted Dell again with the number off the laptop, and then after 5 minutes they were like, "You need it in your person when calling us."
Excellent.
So I was like, "Great, okay."
Yeah.
So I'll have to contact them for a 4th time.
And
I've got to actually try and book a day off so I can go through this. But I'm tempted to ring them one lunchtime. Actually, I'm not going to say what I'm tempted to do. You never know who's watching.
Tempted to insert a laptop into Dell's orifice.
Yes.
And yes.
But no, this is just... I've avoided Apple products for a while. Not because I don't like Apple, just because I thought I've been comfortable with Windows. I know what I'm doing. But this whole scenario has not just tempted me, but I am definitely, next time I get anything, going to Apple.
Apart from an iPhone.
Yeah, I don't want
Never get
iPhones.
them.
No, I don't want
Never get
iPhones.
them.
In terms of media production, I think Apple is the way forward. I think my Windows laptop, if it gets working, will be a gaming laptop. For Football Manager, Warcraft stuff even I've got. And even some old games. I've got Worms Reloaded. Believe it or not, hell of a good game.
Wow.
I'll use it for stuff like that, but I think eventually I'll get a nice Apple laptop for
Fair news.
video making, and I can actually do some good stuff and get better editing technology, and it'll be good. And I'll be back eventually. I said February, but because I didn't know their customer support was Monday, Friday 9 to 5.
Well, we're only just February on day of recording, so...
Yeah, well, if they've got an online service, an online chat, I've got to look into all the possibilities. If it is just this one phone number, Monday, Friday 9 to 5, it might take longer than planned. But if there's other ways, I'll look into those other ways. We'll get there.
Keeping it crossed.
We'll get there. There's always the choice of going to an independent computer repair company and probably invalidate the warranty. But
at least it works.
If it will get it fixed.
Yeah.
But if it needs a replacement part, I'll have to pay for that myself. It won't come under the warranty, but it may... If the replacement part is 70 odd quid, it may well be worth just paying this computer repair place 70 quid and having a laptop there rather than... I'm going to use the word fannying around.
Well, at the moment it's just
we'll
a paperweight.
Yes, it is. It literally is. But we'll get there, and eventually I'll be back. Eventually I'll be back full time.
Full time properly.
Oh well.
What a trial.
But at least we're here and we can do this podcast.
Yes.
Pod 5
and
can
incidentally, we've done other recordings today, the two of us.
Yeah.
Some of it might already be out. Not entirely sure how we're going to release it. Some of it might not have been even edited yet. I'm not entirely sure. We'll work that out at some point, and it will either all come straight after this podcast, or some of it might be out already for people to be watching. So
we'll decide that. I've never used this term before, but we'll decide that off air.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, we'll figure that one out.
Indeed.
But for now, we'll carry on with this. We got our podcast
It's
here.
podcast time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe you've got something visual that we can do
Yes,
for a change.
as we're actually in the same building at the
Yes.
same time, I can actually show you something. Yeah, I'm basically gonna force you to watch a match.
Yeah.
It's more just to gain some kind of reaction from yourself. It's something I haven't watched for a very long time. And it's sort of the first thing that came to my mind in terms of a purist actual wrestling match in its purest sense. The two people involved, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar, both have history with actual amateur wrestling. Kurt Angle managed to win an Olympic gold medal in freestyle wrestling in '96 with a broken neck.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yep.
Almost like that goalkeeper in the FA Cup final.
Kind of.
There.
Well,
that sort of
it basically, towards the end, in order to avoid losing a point with his shoulders touching the mat as it was in the amateur wrestling, he arched his back, I think, and ended up landing head first so as not to lose a point, but in doing that he broke his neck.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then he carried on and won anyway. So
not bad.
Yeah, that's him. And Brock Lesnar, I don't know if you've heard his name via MMA and UFC and all
Possibly,
that malarkey.
It does ring a bell, not as
You
much
might
as Kurt Angle.
You might recognise him.
But yeah.
But this was him kind of at his beginning of his career. He'd been around for about a year, and this was the main event of WrestleMania 19, considered one of the best events they've ever done. And one thing I will say is one person in this match is wrestling with a severely injured neck anyway, just in reality, and somebody else, something happens to them that causes major concussion.
Oh, really?
And they both still finish.
Unplanned.
Very much unplanned, yes. Yeah. Well, they do something that was planned, but it doesn't quite work how it was meant to work. And, yes, massive concussion, but they both then still managed to finish.
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did wonder why you'd picked this specific year at this specific point in the 3 hours odd.
Yeah, well, it was, as I said, it's a very kind of pure wrestling contest. The commentators tell quite a good story with it, and they do it justice, I think, the two of them in the ring. And it's only about 20 minutes long-ish, so I was trying to find a match that's not like 3 minutes or like some of them literally last seconds and don't do anything, and some of them go on forever, so it was quite a nice balance, I thought.
Okay, yeah, lovely.
Cool, we're recording. Made that error earlier, so I just wanted to double check. Right, I will press play so that I can sync this in 3, 2, 1, play. Can you hear that? Okay.
Yeah, apparently this guy sucks.
He does suck.
Yeah, he really sucks.
Indeed. I'm waiting for the commentary to actually mention something. So I can't actually hear them yet. I want to kind of get that for the audio, whether I need to turn it up or not.
He still sucks. Is he not very popular, this guy?
No, he very much is not popular. Oh, that is quite quiet. I might have to turn that up. We'll wait until after the announcement. So yes, he going in is your champion, and as you can guess from the "You Suck" stuff, is playing the heel character.
He sucks, but people want to touch him.
Indeed. Yeah, that is quite quiet, isn't it? Do you want me to turn that up for you?
Yeah, just a tad, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll watch him. Oh, no, he still sucks. Is that like a tagline people give him? Yeah, that's good. Is that like a tagline people give him?
It is, yeah. It can't. You probably couldn't hear it very well with the song, but when the song went dun dun, people shouted out "You suck" in that bit.
So it is
it worked quite well. Yeah. Incidentally, he's around now as a kind of much older man, a legend, and it's done as a sign of endearment.
Oh, okay.
Now, because it was his tagline for so long. Now, the story with Brock going in was he was attacked. Kurt Angle had kind of a entourage of people that worked with him, and they were basically attacking Lesnar on a weekly basis, and attacking his midsection area, hence why he's taped it, just to kind of show that it's injured.
Okay.
You know, in that kind of storytelling way, he's going in at a disadvantage.
Right, okay.
One thing that probably has already been mentioned by the commentary, and they will mention it a bit later, is normally in a title match, if Kurt Angle gets himself disqualified or counted out, although he'll lose the match, he will still keep the belt.
Okay.
That rule isn't in play in this match
Oh,
because of his cheating beforehand.
Yeah.
They basically made it so that if he does that, he'll lose.
Was that cheating in terms of?
In terms of what beforehand you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, just attacking him in matches, getting other people to attack him with weapons,
Okay.
things like that.
Oh, here we go. I genuinely thought that was them talking then.
They probably were.
I saw one mouth move and heard a voice. I got confused. They're quite large men, aren't they?
They are very
The
large
wrestlers,
men,
just
yes.
in general.
Especially in this company, it's kind of a thing for this company to have very, very large men in it.
Their necks are always as wide as their head.
Yes,
Very big necks.
and that will come into play as an advantage later.
Okay. Spoilers.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things of if he had a smaller neck, he probably wouldn't be in a good state.
Well, I know there's concussion, so...
Indeed, yes.
So that's Brock Lesnar on the left, isn't it?
Yeah,
Kurt
in the
Angle
black.
on the right?
Indeed, yeah.
Well, okay, yeah. Now they've switched.
Now they've moved, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Lesnar got this match by winning the Royal Rumble earlier that year.
Okay.
30-man over the top Battle Royal match. So he won that in January of that year,
Yeah.
2003.
Oh, of course, this is after the... Yeah.
Yeah, so this was end of March, I think. Not entirely sure of the exact date.
Do they still have that in the Olympics?
What's that?
What he won? I can't remember the... what was it he won in the Olympics? You just said it sort of completely...
Oh, who Kurt Angle, freestyle wrestling.
that was Do they still have that?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I don't remember seeing it. I've seen judo.
I don't know if they do
But that's-
anymore, but that was in '96 in Atlanta,
Yeah.
so it was in America. So
Ah,
whether it was
right.
because it was in America that they added it in, I'm not entirely
That
sure.
makes sense.
But yeah, it's quite a big thing, and obviously these two came from an amateur background.
Yeah. Thought I just heard someone say ankle pops out, and I was like, oh, that sounds painful. What's that? Doesn't look like it from here.
Angle, I think.
Yeah, that
I
was it.
hope.
Angle pops out.
Yeah, I hope so.
Team Angle.
Yeah, that's his kind of entourage of people that he has on his side.
Oh, a slap of skin.
Run into a brick wall.
I used to play a wrestling game on PlayStation. I can't remember what one it was. It was at a friend's or... No, too. It was at a youth club I used to go to when I was like 10.
Oh, okay.
They had Pro Evolution and wrestling, and that was basically it.
Because that's all people played.
Yeah, that's all you needed. Lots of people go to this, don't they? It's a very big spectacle.
Yeah, well, this was the kind of biggest spectacle of that year. Obviously,
Yeah.
being WrestleMania, it's kind of the biggest show they do each year. So
Yeah, hasn't really changed, has it?
no, started in '84 and is still going.
Yeah.
So we got the 35th one, 7th of April, I think it is this year.
Okay.
There we go, midsection.
It's at it again. I've sometimes watched the cage fighting type stuff, and it's just not for me. Oh,
Oh, what, the actual legitimate
yeah.
fighting?
Well, they
yeah.
actually punch each other in the... I don't get that.
No, well, Lesnar's not bad at that either.
Yeah.
Given the size of him.
I can imagine.
I think about the only thing he's tried to do that's not been, he's not really been up to much is American football. Because he actually left this to go and be an American football player, and
Yeah.
wasn't overly successful.
Well, I just saw somebody literally run past with a sign that said, "Am I on TV?"
Oh, I missed that.
Or it might have just said, "Am I on TV?" But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm sort of watching every little bit, waiting for a concussion to happen.
You'll know it when you see it. Put it that way. Anyone that knows this match knows exactly what I'm talking about. Knows when it happens, who it happens to, and how it happens.
I'm hoping he gets hit in the face with a chair or something. We'll see.
Yeah.
The big bald head.
That kind of thing can be planned for more. This sort of wasn't.
Ah, okay. I don't know what happens, but something happened to me in a drama class once, which is great. We were acting jumping out of a burning building. It was meant to be a dramatical bit. We were just doing it in a class in front of the other class, and you had to act in a ring. So the person I was already out as the innocent son who'd just been taken out, and the fireman went back in to get the other person in the house, the mum or someone or dad, I don't know. And the person who was jumping out of the window jumped out of the window, but their heel caught the other person in the head. So that person went down hurt.
Nasty.
And the person who jumped out the window was meant to be on the floor after anyway, so he stayed on the floor, and I was just standing there with everyone. Everyone thought it was part of the act, and I was just like, how do you get out of that?
That sounds brutal.
And I was just, so that's when I just went, thank God for that, we're safe, and then just ended the scene. And there we go, that's it, miss, that's it, we're done. That looks painful.
Bit of ankle breakage. I suppose it would be if it was real.
I suppose they must have safe words or movements.
Well, that is effectively what the referee is in there for.
Oh, in case they say, like, you know, if they, like, a safe word is cheddar or something, it's like, cheddar.
Well, it's kind of what you will see is if, especially now with things like head injuries and stuff, when there's big impacts on stuff, the ref will immediately go over to them and check on them. And what they tend to do is give a little squeeze of the hand,
right, okay,
as a code.
Right, okay.
And if you ever see the ref hold up like an X symbol like that, that means, this person's legitimately hurt.
How do they get out of that one? Do they just stop?
Sometimes they just literally have to stop the match. If it's that bad.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
and then they carry on.
And they carry them out. Often people will try and at least kind of finish the match. There's been a time where a couple of years ago somebody actually broke their ankle in the ring on an impact, and the other opponent knew that something was wrong, so they got up in the referee's face and started shouting at them, and he actually ended up getting himself disqualified.
Oh, right.
In order to end the match there. And
okay. Oh, right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, I think.
What is he doing?
He's smiling. Barely standing up is what he's doing.
Just watching him. This isn't the thing that goes wrong. I don't know. I'm watching for the whole time. I'm just gonna guess now. He jumps and the other bloke rolls. Oh wow.
Not quite.
Oh wow. Okay.
He was meant to not land there, basically.
No, he's landed on his head there, hasn't he?
Yeah, they'll show it from a better angle.
Oh, brilliant.
In a second.
Is this when is he called a ref? Did you say?
Yeah.
Is this when the referee is literally? Was that the bit?
That was definitely the bit.
So
yeah.
this guy is now concussed, Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
So he doesn't really know what's happening.
Not properly, no. I mean, I've never suffered a concussion, so I'm not entirely sure what it feels like.
He's doing well. So, okay.
The intention was to hit that move,
Yeah.
which is called a shooting star press, which he used to do quite a lot when he was working in what they call the developmental brand, where they were kind of not on TV all the time. He used to hit that quite often, but obviously he didn't land literally on his head. Yeah.
God's sake.
Yeah. Literally right on his head.
Still managed to win though.
So good job his neck's that thick.
Yeah. Is he done there?
Yeah.
He doesn't look with it, does
you
he?
can kind of see in his eyes. Yeah, he's not.
He's trying to be professional though.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, that is a pretty vacant look in someone's eyes.
He doesn't know what's happening, does he?
No, not at all.
Everyone watching this going, he's so good at this.
Well, I think people kind of knew that obviously that move didn't quite work.
He doesn't know where he is, does he?
No. No, he really doesn't.
Go on, be sick. Yeah, I've never been concussed, I don't think. I've landed on my head before, but I haven't been concussed.
But not from 6-7
No.
foot in the air doing a flip.
No, I jumped for a header with someone else, and they didn't jump, so I ended up just doing that and landed on my head.
No, well, what, kind of over their shoulder?
Yeah. I don't quite know what happened. I don't know where the ball went, but the whistle blew, and apparently I gave away the foul. So.
Okay, interesting thing.
But I got subbed off by the then manager, so I was like, oh, yeah, fair enough. I'll go down. I'll have a sit down.
Good call. Just like, who am I?
Does anyone here know that he's not with it?
I would think the two men in the ring know.
I'm assuming he knows he's not with it.
Because there is a little bit of a conversation here.
Is there a little bit of a... I don't know.
Something, yeah, it certainly looks that way. And considering Kurt Angle straight after this match has to have 2 or 3 months off because of his neck himself.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that was interesting.
So there we go. That is how to land on your head and nearly kill yourself.
Wow, okay. I'm not going to try that. I won't try that at home.
No, I certainly wouldn't advise it.
There's a similar Pokemon move, it's called Flying Press. It's the only Pokemon move that's got 2 types. It's a flying and fighting type move. It's really weird to figure out.
Fair play.
But yes, okay, interesting. Well, should we move, did you have any follow-up to that? Or
No, it was just quite good. I think we sort of chatted it through as was going.
Yeah. Well, the bit I was going to bring to the table today sort of involved you anyway. So,
okay.
What I've done, I've brought Let's Go Pikachu along with me, and I was just going to let you do the first 15 or so minutes.
Okay.
Just
literally
start a new game and just have you go into it.
Okay, cool.
That is it.
Okay.
But I thought we'd take advantage while we were both in the same room with the correct equipment.
Fair play.
So, cleverly, we're going to pretend like we're not going to cut now, but in a few seconds' time, we'll have the Switch on and loaded.
Yes. So we'll see you in a second.
Right, well, yeah, see, no time at all.
Hello.
Press the controller you want to use.
This one, I guess.
And to help syncing, that will load in, and then, yeah, click that. Now.
Hang on. What? What? This?
Yeah, press it again.
3, 2, 1, click.
Are you ready to... There you go.
Should we confirm?
Yep, and confirm. Hopefully we'll be right to sync that.
Hope so.
Hope so. Yeah, so you're just going to go through the first 15 minutes of Let's Go.
Okay.
Because I know you're going to plan on getting it one day.
Hopefully, yeah.
And it's... just so you know, like what you're getting into. It's really interesting, to be honest.
Hello, weird yellow mouse thing.
In games like this, I love the music as well.
Japanese games are always awesome for music.
Yeah, they are. And do you remember like the start-up of Red and Blue and all of that with Professor Oak and everything? Well, you're going to go through all of that now, obviously.
Oh, okay.
I assume you
English, please. Begin game.
Yeah.
Ah. It's a bit of a weird start. Hello.
There he is.
Hello there. Glad to meet you.
Talks a lot, doesn't he? But...
Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. Not Professor Oak.
No, just Oak.
Pokemon Professor. Here is a ball. That is a Cubone.
It is. Do you remember the story of Cubone in the anime? In the games Red and Blue with the ghost and the tower and
Sort of, yeah, with the Marowak at the top of it.
Yeah, they make a lot more out of it in this, and it's brilliant.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
really good. I won't go into it, obviously, spoilers, but it's brilliant.
Why don't you tell me about yourself? What do you look like?
Yeah, different skin tones and gender in these ones.
I look like that guy. Why not?
Yeah, that'll do.
How about a name?
This is a bit where touchscreen comes in handy.
Oh yes, I'm sure it does.
Done.
Yeah.
Call yourself anything for now. If you double tap that, I think it will stay on. Yeah.
Perfect. That's obviously my name.
Yeah. Basically, what we'll do, we'll take you through this. You'll get your first Pokemon, and then you can catch your first Pokemon as well, with the motion controlling everything.
Oh, okay. What?
Yeah. That isn't Gary, basically. You got a new, different rival.
That's Gary.
All will become clear.
What is his name now? I don't know. Same as it was before. What is your rival's name? Isn't this meant to be Oak's nephew?
Yeah, Gary is Oak's nephew. Gary Stroke Blue, as he's called in the games, is Oak's nephew.
But this isn't him.
Yeah.
Because this is Bob.
That is Bob.
Hi, Bob.
It was Bob, was it?
Bob. Yeah, of course it was Bob. Hi, Bob.
Of course, what else would it have been?
Say hi, Bob. Finding it really difficult to control things with the right. I'm left-handed, basically.
You can use your left hand.
No, because it feels weird then. Like, why can't they let you use the left Joy-Con?
Oh, you can do if you wanted.
Oh,
You
now
can
he
use
tells
either.
me.
But you only need one Joy-Con for this game. That's
Now
sort
he
of the
tells
joy
me.
of it.
That's
You can still use the
That's
left
the
and right,
Joy-Con in
so-
it.
Yay! There he is. He's here.
Is that why the other Joy-Con is on the side?
Yeah.
'Cause it's not being
So
used.
you've noticed it already, yeah.
That's cool.
And this, look.
What?
I love that
I'm
start.
trying to be meta.
I love that start because it's basically like that sort of involves you in the game because that's essentially like what they're trying there. You see that on the left on the calendar, the old sprites from the games
Oh
on
yeah.
that left-hand side, and then you got that, yeah. What that says to me is, right, this is you that's just got into the game and you don't know what's happening. Like, oh, I'm in the game.
That is pretty
And
cool.
there's one Switch controller missing because obviously you're playing
'Cause you're
it. I
using
love
it.
it. There's just small details.
Hi, Bob. Got a weird look on your face. How rude. That's just my face.
That is really rude.
What?
Email, see?
Check your computer if you didn't. I hate when people do that. Oh, I'll send you an email. Why are you telling me then?
Why don't you tell me what was in the email? Because you're here now.
There's an email from Bob. Here's what you need to know as a trainer. A, to talk to people, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously the start's going to have a little bit of this sort of stuff in it, but it's throughout the game, you really do just get on with it, basically.
I like a bit of getting on with
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty good.
My house.
There's your mother, of mixed race.
I was going to say, she's got a much darker skin tone than I have.
Yeah.
Presumably I had a very, very pale father then.
Must have done. There's lots of theories about who your mother and father are, just from their skin
Ooh,
tone.
it's that guy.
It's that guy. Yeah,
Could
it
be
is
that
actually.
guy.
He was looking.
Do we have to do the same wander out?
Well, give it a go.
Aha, looks it. Bye, Pidgeys. Always liked a Pidgey.
I like a Pidgey.
Oh, if it isn't TBG.
TBG.
Where did you head over to? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's that annoying noise. It's that Pokemon that you can't actually catch in this area, but randomly there's one here.
Oh, the music.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have expected one here either because it's full of Caterpies and Rattatas.
Pidgeys and Rattatas it was in there in
Yeah.
red and blue, but they've changed certain bits.
Oh, okay. Practice some
Because
catching.
there's one Pokemon in that area that you couldn't catch there in red and blue. There's at least one in Viridian Forest you couldn't get there in red and blue. It's quite good.
Press the A button to ready the Pokeball. Throw by waving your Joy-Con. Just don't actually throw it like an idiot.
Yes, you've
Okay.
definitely got the strap, attached, haven't you? Definitely.
Yeah.
We haven't got that in the other room. That was an
Is
excellent.
that a necessary thing?
No, not really. Not when you're.
I've never understood that because I'm not
No.
5 years old.
Exactly. We'll go into the proper catching again later.
Yeah, I was going to say, I presume that's always successful, that one.
I would hope so, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it's a very short game.
Yeah. I haven't seen it be anything other than successful.
Give Pikachu a name. Does he need a name?
I don't nickname really.
Oh, of course he doesn't live in there, does he? What? Okay, that was weird.
Yeah. They've changed a bit of it.
Oh, does this mean he's going to pick like a Charizard or something? Well, not Charizard.
No, not exactly. Yeah, start with a Charizard.
Yes, I win.
I do like the age-old. I wonder which one's yours. I do like the age-old. Hey, here's a 10-year-old. Let's give him something that breathes fire. That's safe.
Take that one. What, the jumping one?
I would assume so. I might start a new run-through on this soon.
What, on the Pikachu or on...
I don't know actually. Maybe the Pikachu.
What? This is weird.
It's a hell of a lot more involving, isn't it? Look,
Yeah.
an expression.
Mind you, like, yeah,
An expression on a character.
they actually have some graphics in this
Yeah.
one rather than lots of blocks.
There you go.
He didn't become. He already was. I caught him. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't like staying in one place. So it looks like he's just going to randomly follow you. No.
So added to your party with all of the others you have.
With all of the none of them. Oh, I see. He gets an Eevee because I got a Pikachu. So
Yeah.
presumably in the other one, he gets a Pikachu because I get an Eevee.
Yeah. But what's in the third ball?
Exactly. What is in the third ball?
Exactly.
It contains a Pokemon.
No one knows what it is. It's the
Is that
lab.
it then? Do we have a fight now? Do you want to fight?
Just one more thing. We just spoke to you.
Yeah. Take this with you on your journeys. Oh, the thing.
Pokedex?
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes. Yeah, you need that on the guide. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like that his boots, shoes, whatever you call them, are in the style of an Ultra Ball, your main character.
Are they?
Yeah, black with the 2 yellow
Oh,
stripes.
that's quite cool.
I love all those little details. And then you've sort of got a great ball on your bag, but
Yeah.
not, if that makes sense.
The middle bit's too big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas his other one looks like a pair of Y-fronts.
Yes, it does actually.
Oh yeah, I want you two young people to fulfil my dream for me because I'm too old to do it. Even if you don't want to do that, I'm sending you out into the world to fulfil my dream because I'm selfish.
I've been studying Pokemon all my life, but can you two go out?
Yeah, because I can't be bothered because I've got old man legs.
I've been doing it all my life and I must have studied everything, but can you two 10-year-olds go and do something?
Well, that's the thing. If he's been studying them, why hasn't he got the data on the Pokedex already? Why is it blank?
Yeah, maybe it's only just been invented.
Well,
Pikachu's following you.
It might have been, but just update it with all the information he's already got.
Yeah.
So there's no fight. There's always a fight there.
Not yet, that comes later.
Oh.
I don't know if we'll have time to get to it. And also, I don't want to show you too much. What did you call it? Pikachu? Wow, lovely.
Pikachu. Yes, how did you not already know that? Tell map from Mom.
Mom.
Thanks, Mom. I'll put it in my bag, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Look at me,
You'll
Mom.
know exactly where you are. You'll know just how lost you are. Surely his phone's got GPS on it. Wasn't it?
Yeah, I would hope so. This is a modern world.
It was sung by the Jam, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now you can go out and try and catch a Pokemon, maybe.
Have I got any Pokeballs though?
You, for some reason, you automatically have 50.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. Hey, look, there's an Oddish over there.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, an annoying rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
They are annoying.
They are very annoying. Can I just kill it? Would
Yes.
you always have to...
No, you don't have wild battles anymore.
What?
It's just this.
I'm confused.
Yeah, this is what you do now.
I'm confused. So I can't send Pikachu out and electrocute the hell out of him?
No, but this will give you experience points.
Or throwing a ball at him?
Yeah, you'll see in a moment.
I'm confused.
You got 20 experience points from that, so Pikachu will get 20.
Okay. So...
Yeah, it's
So you only fight trainers?
yeah, it's made it a lot more immersive to actually catch Pokemon by the fact that you're physically throwing them. And
Okay.
apart from the legendary birds, you battle those, you have to feint them, and then you go into
Well,
this
that's
process.
kind of what I was expecting here.
Yeah. Just for this game, you do this.
That's weird.
Oddish.
So if they're too strong, presumably this won't work.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, that's what I mean. You have to gauge it. You can get Great Balls and Ultra Balls and all sorts.
Okay, that
Yeah.
one as well.
They get a lot more difficult to catch as they go on.
I'm sure.
But I'm assuming they make it quite easy to catch the the initial first ones just outside your hometown. You know,
Well, yeah.
12
otherwise,
minutes into a game.
why would you play it?
Yeah. Feel free to carry on through to the next town if you'd like.
Yeah,
The catching thing was a hit and miss with a lot of people. I was in two minds. I was very sceptical. I've played it though, and since then it's grown on me. It's all right. I'd rather they don't do it for the game in November. I'm saying November because of course it's going to be November. But for this year,
you would think so.
yeah, go back to the battles. But that for me by no means says that this is a bad feature.
No, I was just kind of expecting that you'd need to weaken them a bit first.
Yeah.
Rather than just always throw a ball at them.
After a while, they do tend to jump to the sides. as
Oh,
well as
so you
up.
literally are having to
Yeah.
throw this ball all over the place rather
Yeah.
than just in a straight line.
And the darker it goes from green to red, like green, yellow, orange, red. The darker it is, the more difficult it is to catch, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's different.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm not saying I want it in every game, but I don't mind it in this. If that makes sense.
Isn't that because this mechanic came from... Excuse me.
That's all right.
Oh,
It's Pikachu
what
fan.
the hell are you doing? What did you find? What's that?
You get these berries you can get when to use whilst you're catching.
Oh,
Yeah, Moraz will
okay.
make it easier to catch. Pineapple will increase your chances of finding an item while catching, because you can find them while catching.
Oh, okay.
And the other one that I forgot does the other thing. Oh, a nano berry makes it easier. Makes it move around less.
Oh, it kind of
Yeah.
calms it down.
But
So
I'll say now, the catching is the only real main change from the red-blue game. Well, massive, notable difference. Everything else, 95% of this game is exactly what you'd expect from a Pokemon game, just with these graphics, if that makes sense.
right, okay.
The catching is the only real point that's different.
That's massive.
Everything else you'll be familiar with from red and blue. Ah, got an item already.
Yeah, can't see
Literally
it.
everything else you'll be familiar with.
Oh, okay.
There's some new moves in there that you've probably never heard of, but that's only really to fill in the gaps, because obviously in red and blue there were no real dragon type moves except Dragon Rage.
Yeah.
But Dragon Rage only ever did 40 damage. Exactly 40.
Oh, and they've had to
Yeah.
adjust it. I'm presuming I'm going to get blocked in a minute.
That
There.
goes to the Elite Four down there.
It does.
Yeah, and things like the bug type didn't really have any moves in Generation 1.
Yeah.
So they've got stuff in there like X-Scissor, which is a bug
Oh,
move. So they've
okay,
filled
that
in
they didn't have before. Yeah.
They've kept the types as well. Dark, Steel and Fairy are in this. But
Oh, let me in, mate.
but there's no dark types, apart from Alola forms. So you
Oh,
can't actually
okay.
catch any. The only steel types are Magnemite and Magneton.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's barely
Hang on,
noticeable.
what about Electron and Electrode? And,
Yeah, they've not been steel types, they're just pure electric steel.
are they?
Fairy type is probably the biggest change because you've got the Clefairy, Clefable, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. Mr. Mime is also part fairy as well now.
Oh, okay. It's
So-
a Spearow.
That is a Spearow. You have to go up and back
I
down
was
again.
going to say, is it going to stay there or will it disappear? By the
I don't
time
know,
Oh, I didn't want to. Go away. Can I run away?
You can, yeah.
I've already
Run away down the bottom.
caught one. I don't want another one.
Yeah. You can chain catch Pokemon, which sometimes makes rarer ones appear.
How does
Oh, there's a Spearow.
that work then?
Like, if you were to catch 10 Spearows in a row, it'd make it more likely for
Oh,
a rarer
I see.
thing to appear.
Oh, I
somewhere.
thought you meant catch two in one encounter
Oh,
or
no.
something.
Yeah. But it's this is essentially the beginning of the game.
Let's go back to Viridian City, I suppose.
Yeah, can do. Don't want to get you too far in and give you too many spoilers.
Make me actually buy the thing. Anyone would think you work for Nintendo.
Oh, it's just a really good game. I haven't played it for a while myself, though, saying that, so that's a bit strange. So you've already caught... Have you caught a Pidgey as well? You have, haven't you, I think? I don't know.
I can't remember. How do I look?
Menu and then see what's in your party, I suppose.
Damn you!
But you can go back to Viridian City for now anyway if you want.
Yeah, I'll go back there and check what I've got.
Yeah. Because the way you train, of course, is just to catch more Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Ah, what?
You haven't got this one.
Ah, Nidoran.
Yeah. Yeah, the more you catch in a combo, the more experience points you'll get, the more likely it is for a shiny to appear, for rarer Pokemon to appear.
Oh, okay. So ignoring
Yeah.
them isn't a good idea.
Like, there's some areas where it's extremely unlikely to see a Bulbasaur, Squirtle or Charmander, but say you've caught 10 of something in a row,
Then they might appear.
they are very likely to appear.
So presumably that's why it starts you off with so many Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Because that's basically all
How
you
you- yeah.
have. Yeah.
So you can see it sort of does work. But like I say, this is pretty much the only main
Oh, yeah,
change
do
they've
have
done.
a Pidgey.
Yeah, there you go, Gust. Yeah, this is pretty much the only main change they've made. Everything else is familiar, just updated, as you can tell.
Mm. Very
Yeah.
much so.
You get
And
it.
for the first time ever on the TV.
Yeah, for literally the first time ever.
Yeah.
Until later this year.
Oh, I recognise those people.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh. Really?
The only annoying thing about this though is that Meowth doesn't talk, it just says Meowth or
Oh, is it?
I can't. Yeah.
Meow.
Which is a bit annoying
Oh,
because
that's-
obviously it talks.
It talks, yeah.
But oh well.
Because it's clever. Get schooled in school. Learn how to school. I don't think there is anything here, is there really?
No, just what you would have done in Red and Blue, get Oak's parcel.
Yeah, and take it back to him.
Yeah, but then that'll open up a whole different bit there, so I reckon,
Ah,
yeah, there you go. I wonder what he's going to give you.
yeah, I wasn't expecting him to jump out at me like that though.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to at least wait for me to talk to him first.
Yeah. There you go. I reckon we'll call that a day there, though. I don't want to give you too many spoilers.
Very good call.
You can head straight back to the lab, but yeah. There you go. We'll stop there, because otherwise you'll spoil everything and you end up playing the whole game. Catch Oak.
Yeah. I was trying to press that to pause it, but it didn't work.
Oh yeah, I think just X is the menu. Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
pretty much it.
Cool.
But yeah, so that's your first 15-20 minutes odd of the game.
First experience.
Yeah.
Oddish of the game.
Oddish of the game, yeah. Yeah, it's...
No, it's definitely something I need to get a hold of
Yeah,
at
definitely.
some point. And for the first time ever this week, I actually saw a copy of it.
Yeah.
Second-hand copy
Yeah.
for £40, so...
It's quite elusive.
Yes.
But I think that's just a testament to its popularity, I think, which is... It's worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely something that I will be acquiring at some point
Yeah.
when I have some funds.
Yes, funds. Funds, oh god, money.
Yes, money.
But yeah, alright, well, for now, it's been a joy to be in the same room for a change.
It's been, yeah, nice change of pace.
Yeah,
Got a lot done today, which is always good.
yeah, hopefully you would have seen or will seen that very soon.
Yeah.
I would expect so.
Hopefully something has gone up already. If
Yeah.
not, it will be going up very, very soon on both channels.
Yeah, if you're fine with that, I have no way of uploading it at the moment.
No issue with that at all.
Except sending the file over and me doing it at work, but
Maybe not.
don't think I can get away with that one.
No, indeed. So,
But yeah,
suppose we better call it a day for now.
can do, yeah. Thank you all for watching, as well as listening, for a change.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.